Welcome to Boss Up Goddess. I'm Elizabeth Ann Atkins, and I want to share something with you tonight. I want you to know 3 reasons why you should take the time to invest in yourself by attending a retreat. This past year has been so intense. Life is intense in general, but when you take time, push pause, regardless of how much work you have or how many obligations you have, when you push pause, it allows you to go within, silence the noise, explore yourself, discover things about yourself, and you're in this sort of catalyst type atmosphere with other people and a trusted leader who knows how to guide you through all this information to create these epiphany moments that make magic happen in your life. So, as I said last night, I am attending the Mindful Millionaire Retreat this weekend with Leisa Peterson. She's author of The Mindful Millionaire, and I'm in her I Prosper Business Advisory group. So, the message to you, to boss up goddess, is that you need to do the work on yourself to figure things out. Chances are you're watching this because you are a woman who suddenly woke up and said, wait a minute, there's things about my life, about myself, that I've been in this sort of sleepy autopilot, and I woke up and I'm not liking it at all. I want to change my habits, my thinking, my behavior, my lifestyle, my life, my income, my influence, my legacy that I'm creating. And so the way to do that is to go back, discover the root causes of why you are as you are, and then figure things out. So we can try to change habits and such. That's great. But until we truly understand the root cause of them, why we feel a certain way, why we think a certain way, why we act a certain way in personal and professional situations, only then, when we figure it out, can we truly move forward in our greatest power and influence. So take it from me. I went to my first uh, retreat with Leisa Peterson in Sedona, Arizona in 2018. And usually, when I go to the airport and I'm taking a trip, I'm so happy. I'm literally walking through the airport smiling. But on that trip, I was so depleted, depressed, desperate for change. I was walking through the airport. I felt like I weighed 1,000 pounds of lead, sludging, trudging toward the gate. I was almost in tears because I was just so ready for change. And so I prayed and I journaled about it on the way. God, please help me have some transformative moments. Please help me discover how to change and what to do. And I absolutely did. I went with my sister Catherine, and being there was phenomenal. It's a very spiritual place in Sedona. It's a spiritual vortex, which means there's iron beds and crystal beds under the earth that create this vibrational frequency that's very conducive to healing in mind, body, and spirit. And then Leisa leading the group with all these different meditations and exercises and guest speakers, we were able to learn, go within, explore, discover, and then come home and apply all that we learned. And then Catherine and I went to her second retreat 6 months later, and we just kept learning and growing even more. And now this retreat is virtual because of the pandemic. So, but it was equally impactful. So, I want to tell you 3 reasons why you should attend a retreat, because that is a tool that you can use to boss up goddess, which means to unleash, access, activate the greatest power within yourself. Now, when I talk about power, I'm talking about mind, body, spirit power. And the mind, body, spirit is all connected. And that's why meditation, journaling, chakra clearing, energy clearing, breath work, a high vibe diet, adequate sleep, exercise, um, pampering your body, treating it like the temple that it is. And so here's the 3 reasons why you should attend a retreat. Number 1 is it provides a safe space for you to do the work on yourself. Work that's too difficult or almost impossible to do on our own by ourselves, because we need that guide to help us open those shadowy places and shine a light into them to help us discover what's there so we can acknowledge it, heal it, release it, and be done with it. I've had that experience over and over and over with the help of experiences like we have at the Mindful Millionaire Retreat. So today, Lisa led us through a meditation, and this is about, of course, prosperity, but it's all connected. Health, wealth, it's all connected. So she guided us through this meditation, and it was to address something in our life, childhood, that was a root cause of either a lack, fear, something that affects our prosperity today. So I did this meditation and I had this, oh my gosh, it gives me chills to remember it. I had this revelation. It was so vivid, it was so clear. And I saw this pattern that was imprinted on me as I was about 10. And I saw it imprinted on me based on my environment. The goal is I felt zero anger, blame, nothing. It was just understanding my story. And in the meditation, I saw this imprint literally made on my 10-year-old mind and psyche that I've carried with me up until now. And once I acknowledged it, in the meditation, I literally saw light dissolve the pattern, the imprint on my psyche. It was like lights just like shimmering around it, and like it just dissipated, disappeared. I was able to identify it. And in the magic that happens in meditation, this spiritual energy came in and cleansed it. Those sparkles on this pattern, this imprint, dissolved it, cleansed it away. And I released it. It was amazing. It's gone. I feel this lightness of being. I feel this peace. It's amazing. So moments like that occur in a retreat that are transformative to your mind, body, and spirit that you can carry on from now forever to manifest advancement, prosperity, peace, confidence, all kinds of wonderful things in your personal and professional life because you've shattered this pattern, this story that was holding us back. So that's an example. And again, I've had many, but were it not for me being in the retreat today, I would have been working, writing, doing all my other stuff. I would not have had that experience that I view as a complete turning point because it helped me understand something that I've carried with me for so long. So that's reason number 1 to attend a retreat. Push pause on your life. Gather with like-minded people, with a trusted guide who can help you make revelations in yourself that enable you to acknowledge and release and heal any kind of story that's been holding you back. That's number 1. Number 2 reason to attend a retreat is that it helps you see that you are not alone. Whatever issues you're grappling with, you will hear someone echo. It's almost eerie the many times I've heard someone else on the other side of the country that I've never met before say almost like they're reading a script out of my brain, the same issue, beautifully expressed from the heart and soul. Amazing. And what that does is you realize, oh, I'm not alone. Other people are struggling with it. And when we all come together, we can help each other heal. We can support each other. We can cheer each other on. And that's exactly what happens in a retreat. Because chances are, when you set the intention to attend a retreat, it's going to attract like minded people. You're sort of your soul tribe, even if you've never met these individuals. And from there, you feel this comfort, this safe space to trust. It's really amazing. As someone who had trust issues and have been working on those for a long time, to be able to speak up, speak out about my own issues in a group setting. So you learn to trust yourself, you learn to trust other people, you learn to speak up. And the feeling of not being alone in your struggles with whatever it is so empowering, so healing, because you realize if other people are struggling with this, then I don't feel so freakish. I don't feel so bad about it. I feel like, okay, let's work on it together. And that's what happens. And then when you have a trusted guide like Leisa Peterson, who's so skilled at doing this, she's been doing this for 20 years. Um, you just know you're in a space where whatever you say or however vulnerable you're going to be, it's going to be respected. And there's a spirit of gentleness and healing and love. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. So the first reason is that you will have revelations about yourself that you can make major changes and improve yourself. The second one is you realize you're not alone and that you can do the work together to heal, release, forgive, empower. Amazing. You are part of the collective. We are all one. And when we all have this common vision, this common need to work together, really magic happens. You feel so awesome. The third reason you should attend a retreat is because it teaches you tools that you didn't have before and how to apply them in your everyday life to manifest your best you, your biggest wealth, your peace, your better relationships. You learn tools to use that you can apply to improve your life. So, reason number 3 to attend a retreat is you learn new tools. So, we had a big emphasis on chakras. I explained last night that those are the non physical energy centers or organs of light in our bodies that rule different things. And so Vicky Howie, who is creator of Chakra Boosters, you can go to chakraboosters.com, and she also has a YouTube channel here. She's awesome. She led us on this chakra exercise that was amazing. And she talked about all the different characteristics of these non-physical energy centers and how we need to release the energy from them and let it flow and how it transforms us on every level. And it was remarkable. So I've been working with chakras for 10 years, but several people on the retreat, if they'd never heard of them or never worked with them before, step away. And I learned so much more today, so much more. So we learned these tools. I learned so many new things about chakras to apply to my daily life and different exercises to use. So, another tool that we've learned is through journaling certain questions to ask ourselves that Lisa guided us on. Um, at other retreats, I've learned about crystals. That's where I started to first learn about crystals and how to use them. And now I have a big collection of them here on my desk and jewelry and all kinds of stuff. I absolutely love crystals and they really help me in my daily life. This is one I bought for myself in Sedona because it's, like, shaped like a heart, but it looks like the planet Earth. If you can see the different colors, it looks like the Earth. So and it's green and blue and, like, whitish, and it reminds me of just giving love to the planet Earth and people everywhere. So I love this crystal so much. It's green agate, if I said that right. Beautiful. Anyway, I learned about crystals. I learned about smudging. That's using a sage stick. It's an ancient Native American practice of burning sage to purify the space, the air, the home. And now I smudge my home because it clears the energy. It's amazing. Like you well, you can learn about how to smudge a space, but I learned that at the retreats. I learned so many different things. And so as a result, I am a strong advocate to encourage people to push pause, shut out the world, retreat within, go to a safe space retreat. Obviously, during COVID, the best thing to do is to do a virtual retreat right now, and you can still have just as transformative as an experience via your screen as in person. Of course, it's wonderful to be with people, but it's not really safe um, to have that kind of event right now. So please, boss up, goddess. Treat yourself, invest in yourself, attend a retreat. Don't just go to any retreat. Get a referral from someone that you know is you believe and you trust their judgment. Go to the retreat, whether it's online, whether it's a day, an afternoon, or 3 days or a week. Invest in it, give it your undivided attention, commit to learning, and commit to applying what you learned during the retreat. So for example, if you are in a meditation in a retreat, like I wrote a lot extensively about the first two in this book because I had so many revelations in my meditations, and I came home and I applied those things. So here's one. In one of my meditations at the first retreat in Sedona with Leisa Peterson, I wrote out guidance that I heard in meditation for myself. And one of them was, I speak up. I speak up. And then I came home and I started to speak up. So that's all about the throat chakra, which is about communication, and it's turquoise blue. And if you have a blocked throat chakra, you will not speak up. And I was always scared to speak my truth, speak my mind for various reasons. So I went there with the intention of learning how to activate my power to the fullest, and speaking up was one of them. So I wrote it in my book. I wrote, I speak up. I wrote 6 of the things. Another one is, I fiercely guard my time, energy, and resources. Another one in terms of speaking up is where I wrote, I say no. I say no. If I don't want to do something, I say no. Another one is, I obey my guidance, my internal voice, my divine voice within. When it tells me something, yes or no, I follow that because it always has the best possible outcome for me. So I could talk for 10 hours about this. So I just want you to know that part of bossing up to yourself and the world is to do the work that's required to explore, who am I? What do I want? What's blocking me? And what action steps do I need to take to get there? That, of course, is my Power Journal book. Those are the 4 main questions of the Power Journal workbook that Catherine and I created. But you have to know the answers to all those questions. And when you go on a retreat, you get away from your normal daily routine, you unplug from devices, phone calls, email, and everything else, and truly focus on yourself. It's amazing. It's not easy, and it's not a spa day at all. You will cry, you will gasp, you will be mad, you will feel all kinds of emotions. I'm just explaining how I felt today. Because when you make revelations about yourself, sometimes you're mad that you waste so much time. I felt mad that I wasted so much time on certain issues. That's like, what? Just release it already. Get over it. It is not that easy. That's if it were easy, we would have gotten over it. But it takes being in the retreat experience to have the revelation in the first place in order to release the issue. I'm telling you, it is so transformative. I highly, highly recommend. So, I just wanted to give you an update on day 2 of the Mindful Millionaire Retreat with Leisa Peterson because it's transformative and it feels amazing. It's exhausting. It's not easy, but when you get honest and you look within and you have a trusted guide and you're in a group of people in a safe space who are all on this collective mission of self-improvement so that we can be better for ourselves and be better for the world, it truly feels magical. So, if you want to truly boss up and be the goddess that you're meant to be in mind, body, and spirit, which means activating your power and doing your best for yourself and the world, I highly recommend that you attend a retreat. I'm Elizabeth Ann Atkins. The 3 reasons that you should attend a retreat is 1, the revelations that you'll have about yourself that you can step forward and apply. Number 2 is that you'll realize you're not alone, which will empower you to want to change and heal all the more aggressively and quickly and lovingly toward yourself. And number 3, the third reason to attend a retreat is that you will walk away with tools that you can apply to your daily life that keep you on an upward trajectory to boss up, goddess. If you're getting value out of this program, please do like, share, subscribe, and comment. I want to hear your thoughts. Have you been on a retreat? Are you considering going on a retreat? Did I convince you to go on a retreat? Click the notification bell so you'll know every time I go live or upload a new video. And remember, boss up, goddess. You have the power. I'll see you next time.